floating back over to the tank. I can't believe it. He actually saves this command center, at least for now. I mean, Movie still has a huge army on the ground. But at this point, both players are going to be strapped to just mine more minerals, basically. I mean, Movie has more mineral intake, but I don't think that's going to last very long. As a single Arbiter, Hero Arbiter, going to take everything out. Oh, BaBy forced to pick up all of his troops. At the 3 o'clock position, he was trying to drop that and get some harassment done, but it looks like Movie is on top of things now. Plenty of Arbiters out if these aren't hallucinations. I'm actually not sure if these are hallucinations or not, but most likely not. I think he has this many Arbiters out. So that is a lot of Arbiters for Movie to work with. He's going to be able to recall 2 different places at once. He's going to have plenty of stasis ready because BaBy hasn't really taken out many Arbiters in this game. But let's see what these guys can do now. If this command center goes down to 1 Arbiter, it is going to be hilarious. But I think that BaBy's not going to be able to do much about that until he floats that back to be repaired, because he doesn't have anything to fight that, really. Oh, now the Arbiter is distracted. Oh, shiny vultures. I think I'll destroy them too. So now Movie taking 2 bases at once. This is a risky play from him, but I think he'll be able to hold this. He's keeping BaBy inside of his bases right now just because he whittled down the economy so much. I mean, BaBy, look at his mineral intake right now. It's dwindling very, very low. While Movie is surprisingly still doing okay despite losing 2 bases earlier. He's replacing those bases right now by taking the 2 o'clock and the 2 o'clock natural. And BaBy has that base hovering over the 9 o'clock position, but he cannot take it. Oh man, so it's not looking good for BaBy right now. He had a huge amount of forces earlier, and no doubt he's amassed some more. And there's another recall from Movie. Here it comes. I'm going to take you to the movies. Recall! And a couple of Archons actually into the mix for Movie, so he's actually not committing to High Templar, not committing to Storm. He thinks he can do more with the Archons, which he might be right about, because the Archons do not trigger mines, so he can just walk right over the mines and destroy everything. Because BaBy's committing to a lot of mine play, and now BaBy's going to try to take out everything at the 2 o'clock with his vultures. Looks like the 6 o'clock might go down again. Oh, no Hero Archon today. That would have been awesome. A lot of hero units in this game, but look at this. A lot of vultures coming in, and the cannons aren't going to warp in time, so will Movie be able to protect these 2 bases again? This is going to be critical for him, I think. Oh, mine drag. I'm going to take you to the mine drag. So he is taking out all of those vultures. Another recall from him. Runs right into a huge mine trap, though. And the EMP there from BaBy. Very smart, quick play from him. So I think these troops might actually die to mines. But at least he's denying mining at that 9 o'clock base. That's exactly what Movie wants to do right now. Even though he's losing a bunch of troops, it doesn't even matter. He's denying mining while he's getting up 2 bases at the exact same time. And that mine drag might have just won Movie the game, because if he's able to protect his bases at the 2 o'clock from this point on, he's going to be in a great, great position. As he's denying the 4th base from BaBy. This is basically BaBy's only mining base. You're gone. Another recall. EMP. That was clutch. Clutch play from BaBy. I'm going to EMP you. Then peel off your skin. Okay. I'll try. More of a serial killer than anything. Oh, another shot. I give it another shot. Recalling all kinds of Archons in this. Look at this weird, bizarre play from Movie. He's just going Archons now to get the splash damage, and all these tanks run right over the mines, and it's actually working. He whittles down all of the units that are down here protecting the 6 o'clock base, and he's going to be able to take out this command center now. So excellent, excellent unorthodox play from Movie. Oh, the EMP of the Archons. Oh, run Archons. Oh, 2 of them go down. It looks like that 3rd one was not EMP'd, though. That is an Archon's worst nightmare. That's what he wakes up sweating to in the middle of the night. Well, I guess electric sweat or something like that. He wakes up, EMP! Oh, God. So, yes, plenty of science vessels into EMP Archon, so I'm not sure if this Archon build from Movie is going to last too much longer. He's still committing to it. Look at this. Archons. As soon as the High Templar come out, he's morphing them into Archons. He's just going to keep doing Archon recalls, I think. Archon Recall. That'd be a good name for a band. But I think he's going to do another recall soon over at the 9 o'clock position just to try to keep those bases from mining. And like I said, if he does that, he's going to win the game. Because even though I think there's something up at the 2 o'clock position for BaBy. I see one yellow mark up there. It could be a mine, of course, but he's not getting any more harassment of those 2 o'clock bases. And now Movie has taken the entire right side of this map. Okay, here comes another recall from Red Arbiter. Arbiter in the red, but this is going to be a complete recall from Movie, right on top of everything. Oh, a recall at the 6 o'clock, too. I think there's going to be a double recall for Movie, possibly. Possibly a double recall. He still has that Arbiter over at the 9 o'clock position. Oh, the EMP. Run! Run, Archon! But a bunch of troops protecting this base up here. This should be pretty easy for these troops to defend. Well, I think these Dragoons might want to back up to that one cannon, and then they'll be able to defend this. Yes, he is going to be able to defend both of these new 2 o'clock bases. So, wow, Movie doing wonderfully, protecting his bases, and wow, the longer that Movie holds on to those 2 o'clock bases, the better he's going to be. The better off he's going to be. They're about tied at population. Miraculously, BaBy has stayed even at population, even though he lost all of his mining, basically. Almost lost all of his mining in this game, but he's still keeping in this game. That'll show you how great of a Terran player he really is, but Movie just playing defensively. That's all he has to do right now. Defend these damn bases against a drop coming in. 2 tanks drop for BaBy. Now he's trying to rush up here with vultures, most likely just to get kind of a distraction in the middle of the map, so Movie does not notice the painful amount of units that BaBy rather is about to drop into the main right now. Going to ferry everything over with this dropship, and most likely ferry those 2 other. Oh man, this could be very, very bad for Movie because he doesn't really have anything inside that 2 o'clock main. But let's see what Movie does. He's preparing for a big push of some kind. He's preparing a big strategy. He has 2 arbiters out there in the field, so let's see if he goes for a double recall or something like that. He's running all of his probes away. It looks like he's forced to abandon his plan. Oh man, loses all of his probes at this base. Nice economic harassment from BaBy in this game. But still, Movie is a base over BaBy. BaBy does not have that 6 o'clock base running anymore, so he has a base over him, and he's basically at 3 mining bases versus BaBy's 1. BaBy basically has that 9 o'clock base mining, and I think that's pretty much all he has. And now this harassment is being cleaned up at the 2 o'clock position, so I'd say Movie is in a great position now. Let's see if BaBy can do this with his legendary harassment. His harassment against Hwasun was just ridiculous to watch, but he is distance mining from the 12 o'clock now. He doesn't want to commit minerals to a command center down there, so that'll tell you the state of his economy right now. Not much mineral intake for him, and he's very quickly falling behind. But if he can get the economic harassment like he did against Hwasun, dropping 3 bases at once or something, oh man, he might be able to swing this game back. Let's see what Movie does. He's still hovering around with that very suspicious Arbiter, the 10 o'clock position. I might recall, I might not. So that thing up there, and let's see if there's another drop. Yeah, there's going to be another drop from BaBy. He's going to get a ton of vultures in if Movie does not spot this. I'm not sure if Movie is in the position to spot this drop or not, but a lot of vultures coming up. I think there's only 1 dropship, so he's going to have to do some ferrying into this base, and that could end up destroying this drop, because as soon as Movie sees this kind of ferrying, looks like BaBy is caught on. He caught on to that. So he's trying to find a better place to drop, or maybe just abandoning that plan altogether. Getting a nice mine trap there for Movie, but I think Movie knows about that. Hopefully he has an observer in the area to find those mines. But yeah, this is still a very intense game from these guys. Wasn't really... Oh, man, that was a nice mine by BaBy. So I think the rest of the mines are going to go down, though. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting this kind of intense game from these 2 players, especially considering Movie's history versus Terran. I guess he won against Flash on this map in the final, so maybe I should have been suspecting that he would bring his A-game to this map. This seems to be Movie's map these days, even against Zerg players, all other kinds of players. He's very, very good on big 4-player maps, as I said, able to hold the entire right side of the map, even against non-stop harassment. And he's still keeping his Arbiter in play, and it looks like he just focused on the Arbiter, so let's see if he goes for another recall on top of everything here is running into these huge mine traps in the middle, so the mines might be able to get BaBy back in this game. It looks like more stasis. That's what he was saving up energy for, another stasis to take out the 6 o'clock position yet again, blocking that gap with stasis. Now he has plenty of Dragoons in to snipe that command center. Let's see if he can take out the command center. Another EMP, one on the Arbiter as well, and there's one on that poor Archon that went down. So BaBy actually saves this base. I don't know how, but he saved that command center against all of the onslaught from Movie. But still, Movie majorly ahead. Majorly ahead. He's not ahead as far as supply count goes, surprisingly, but he has a very much has a booming economy right now. BaBy just now popping down a command center at the 6 o'clock position, and let's see if he expands anywhere else. At this point, BaBy's only chance to get back in this game, I think, is to expand twice and go with the risk, roll the dice, and see if he can get it done just by expanding twice. If he does that and is able to hold the bases and harass at the exact same time, he'll be able to get back in this game. And he might be doing that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on at the 12 o'clock position, but there's a yellow blob up there. I'm not sure if BaBy's actually risking the expand up there or not.